Hey, I want to talk actually real quick. This is a little venting about video games. That's okay. Really quick. Nintendo and Skylanders teamed up, and this is a dumb thing that most people don't care about. But Skylanders is this huge franchise, and they made these amiibos that you can. That it's amiibo or a Skylander. It's Bowser or Donkey Kong or whatever.
Yeah.
They do not sell these amiibos separately ever at all. You have to buy the bundled deal, which is weird. But I guess you need the game for it. Whatever. I need the Wii U version. They only sell Donkey Kong with the Wii U version. So in order for me to get the Bowser one, which is what my kid wants, I have to buy a $70 game just to get the fucking amiibo out of it.
Yeah.
This is the worst plan.
No, it's the best plan.
Actually
It's the best
very
plan.
clever
Fuck
plan.
Sean,
you.
you're about to spend $70.
Hey, honestly,
not going
on
to.
that note, I'm like 4 or 5 corporations screwing me over from just accepting the fact that we live in hell. Like, this is an alternate dimension, and life is not supposed to be enjoyable. It just sucks. I went to...
I don't think things are that bad.
No.
But
Hear me out. I went to a coffee shop. Well, I went to Starbucks. I'll just admit it. Today, and I got a coffee cup of my iced coffee. For the past 3 years, it's cost $2.95. Now suddenly it's $3.25. And I just asked him. I was like, was there a price increase on this? And the girl just kind of looked around and went, yeah. Hey, that's Starbucks for you. And I just felt like it's a sad day when the person behind the counter just kind of expects me to accept that, like, yeah, we're just going to charge you more money. You're not getting anything more, and welcome to your life. Everything's
she's
just,
like 17. I don't think she gives a fuck.
it's just going to cost more money. Yeah. It's the same thing you're describing. It's like, they could sell it separately and make your life easy, but they're not going to.
They're not going to.
And the hardcore...
The version, I mean, everyone wants Bowser. Who the fuck wants Donkey Kong? No one. They put their best-selling system. Everyone has a Wii U. For the 3DS, I can get the Bowser. Oh, fuck that. What are we doing here?
Do they cross?
We're doing
funny.
exactly what will make the hardcore
You know what?
buy both.
I had a thought about this kind of conversation earlier in the week, and I feel like video games weren't always like this. There was a time,
there wasn't money in it.
Dreamcast era, GameCube era, PlayStation 2, where there was kind of this dedication to really giving you everything you wanted, and there was no bullshit about it. But somewhere along the line, like a switch got flipped, and it seemed that people giving you video games no longer wanted to give you everything you want and make you really happy and fulfill all your desires.
They want to hook you.
Yeah, instead they just kind of want to like
Dribble out
bait
the
you
DLC.
and like kind of just drag you along and string you along.
Season pass, baby.
Yeah, and they keep like just not giving you what you want.
Yeah.
And it really seems like it wasn't always this way. And I was like, when did that change happen? Was it like Xbox 360 era, like in the middle of that kind of console?
I definitely think it was in that era, the PS3 360
What
era.
do you think, Rocco? Because you're like, I feel one of like maybe the most hardcore gamer.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, no, it was in that era. I mean, I think you started to see a little bit of DLC show up in like the original Xbox.
Yeah,
but not. That was like, whoa,
you know what?
rare thing.
Actually, thinking about it,
But I
think it was
DLC.
like Rock Band and Guitar Hero that kind of blew this wide open. Well, when those games came out, I feel like that was the first game where it was like super acceptable to just like, yeah, there's gonna be a shit ton of DLC for this, but that's how the game is gonna work. Like people just kind of went into it knowing like, yeah, this game requires a lot of DLC to play.
Well, yeah, you don't have to play it that way.
I'm not saying that was the game
And
that
for $2
started
a song,
ripping
I
you
was
off.
stoked.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
feel
me
like
too.
that was the kind of game that made it okay for...
No, it was Oblivion. It was definitely Oblivion.
Oblivion?
Oblivion
See,
came
I
out.
never played
Yeah.
Oblivion.
I remember this.
But
the
that was
horse armor
that's
thing.
legendary. Is when that came out, it was what you want your horse to be a different color? $1. That when that happened, people went, "What is this? What is going on?" Even though, again, you didn't have to do it, whatever. But everyone took notice of that. It was like, wait, so a new costume for my
Oblivion.
horse?
Was that original Xbox?
That was
Or-
360.
That was 360.
Yeah, it's definitely during that era.
But I think a reason for all of this happening was video games became the thing that outsold the movie industry around that time.
Yeah.
And it got on corporations' minds to, hey, we should maybe look a little deeper into this product. It's generating more money than the motion picture industry now. What is this video games thing? How can we get some more money out of it?
Yeah.
But it seemed to be like, how can we get some more money without giving them more of a game?
Oh, or in some point, far less of a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, and I wonder if it will ever swing back the other way. I wonder if they'll ever hit a point where people are like,
If you like indie.
in mass, the whole video game culture is like, no, no more DLC, just not buying it.
Yeah.
I think
don't know.
where it is right now, the biggest titles are all played by 14-year-olds. You're talking like your Call of Duties and your Minecraft and stuff like that. Their pockets are limitless because
Well, their
it's
parents'
allowance.
pockets
are
It's
right.
their
Yeah,
parents'
yeah.
pockets. They don't have any
no
overhead.
bills. Yeah.
So it's like, the hardcore gamers could put their foot down, but there's still going to be Legion out there that's playing
All right,
Madden.
then it has to be on the parents to say,
Mom
no,
and Dad, no.
you're not playing this game.
Yeah.
We're taking a political stand.
Yeah.
Fuck it, it's never gonna happen.
No,
it's
shit.
not.
And
Dude, we're
back
fucked.
to the Nintendo thing really quick. Nintendo, everyone I know at Nintendo, I'm sure you didn't decide this, but some fucker out there did.
Someone in their marketing
And
room did.
Why can't
For
there
sure.
be both versions for the system? Like, why couldn't they do that? They have to exclude only Donkey Kong for the Wii U. Like, why can't you have both? Like, what you do that because you just knew they knew they're gonna fuck all.
Because they want you to
It's a
buy
fucked
over.
up world we live in.
I just
It's not fucked up in their eyes though because they want to make more money.
yeah, but you can buy those things on eBay for $50 for
Yeah.
that figure, and it's like this
you
is
go.
so dumb. It's all dumb. I just hate this shit.
So there you go. The world we live in is hell.
It is.
Starbucks is 30 cents more in game DLC.
Yeah.
We live in hell.
You know what?
First
You
world
act
hell.
like it's not a big deal, but it's a slippery slope, my
Oh, I know,
friend.
I know.
It's 30 cents today.
Yeah.
It's 30 cents tomorrow.
Did you read,
Where does it end?
yeah.
Santa
No.
Claus needs to get the fucking Bowser amiibo. He knows what the fuck he's gonna do right now.
Hey,
That's all I'm saying.
did you, there was a great article, I'm sure someone will link to it. There was an article, an interview with the guy who made Pirate Bay. And I don't
Oh,
know if
yeah.
you saw that, but it just came out a couple days ago on that site, on Motherboard is the name of the site.
Yeah, it's a good site.
And it was an interview with him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we've lost the battle for free internet has been lost. We've completely lost." And he's like, "Wow, you don't seem very positive about this. What is it?" And he's like, "But he kind of mentioned what you were saying. He's like, we've given up so many little things. We've gone, oh, Facebook wants this from me. Well, whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, this and this. Oh, whatever." And he's like, and it's just caused all these little things to happen that we've just given up, and we go, well, it'll be okay. Well, it'll work itself out. Well, someone will do this. Well, they're not going to do that. Well, this is the, and he's like, and meanwhile, they're finally bringing the internet to like these parts of like Africa and places that never had it before.
Yeah.
And Facebook is paying to do it. And it's like, oh, how good of them. Oh, bravo. Let's let Facebook in because it's Facebook. I'm sure they'll do a good job. And he's like, and if you go there, you can connect to Facebook easily and not other things. And it's in their interest and it's
just-
in their,
It's
like
just gathering
all-
information
yeah,
on
and
those
all
individual
these other
people.
little things. He's like, we've said, sure, to so many little things that
Yeah,
it's
it all
amounted
adds
to
up.
that we've lost and we can't win, and that's it. And it sounds a little more negative than it is.
Yeah.
He goes into much more detail where it's interesting, and he does have an optimistic outlook on. He's like, we need this to affect people's jobs a little bit more before real change happens, but right now it sucks. Like he talks about how to get through it and what's going to happen, whatever. It's a really interesting article if you look that up on Motherboard.
I think
It's not just someone being negative and ragging on stuff.
Free internet
It's
was
really good.
lost when we accepted mid-roll ads. In the middle of a video, your video stops, so they
I would
force you
argue
to watch.
pre-roll.
You know what? Pre-roll was a huge battle that we lost in and of itself.
Yeah.
But mid-roll ads is when the internet ceased to be.
Here's where I stood with that whole thing. When pre-rolls, when I got them before, ABC would let you watch an episode of Lost on their website. Oh, there's a pre-roll. Well, hey, I'm getting an hour-long TV show here. I don't mind. Show me a
one
commercial.
commercial. Yeah.
And then a mid-roll on that. Hey, so I'm getting an hour-long TV show. And they got to pay for it. I had no problem with that. But then once it was on a short, it was like, wait, why does a 2-minute short have a pre-roll? Wait, what? It's like a commercial break on a show makes sense.
I
And I
say
still am
45
fine with
minutes
that.
or longer. I give you.
Yeah,
a
I
pass.
don't care.
Yeah.
But then it was like, oh, now it's on
As
shorts.
much, honestly,
like,
as much as I fucking hated Rick rolling, I wish somebody could Rick roll me today.
And they can't.
But they can't. Because
Yeah.
if you link me to a video,
Yeah.
I'm going to get a fucking McDonald's commercial.
Yeah, we
You
almost,
What's
we
the
almost
joke?
did a video about that.
We did.
At
We
one
talked
point,
about that.
there was a concept for a video we were going to do where people try to rickroll each other, and it's
Doesn't work.
it's that fucking Nebraska pre-roll.
Doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of pre-rolls, they've hit maximum bullshittiness today. I
wow.
saw a Star Wars pre-roll.
Oh.
Who doesn't know about Star Wars
Wait,
at this point?
Wait,
if
is there a new
I'm
one?
if I'm on YouTube, like, do you think I don't know what Star Wars is or like when it's coming out?
Unfortunately.
I know I made a video about
What a
all the
waste of money.
merchandise for Star Wars, but I saw something, I think it was on Reddit today, honestly, but it was saying how Star Wars went too far, and it's those cutie oranges, and it
Yeah.
was for Star Wars, and then the BB9 or whatever that thing is,
BB-8.
BB-8, all
Oranges.
over it. It's
Tangerines.
Like, this is, yeah,
Tangerines.
tangerines. It's like,
What the fuck?
wow, you guys, whoa. I feel like Disney already made their money back. I feel like they paid for Star Wars, how many
Dude, the
billions.
movies
they
haven't
will buy a
even
week
come
from
out.
now.
The movie
Yeah.
hasn't come out yet, they already made their money back.
What is, they must know though, like if you just fucking shove it down the people's throats so hard, they'll. I mean, what? We were already going to see Star Wars because we're hardcore nerds or whatever.
Right.
I mean,
It's not hard. You don't need to be a hardcore.
Well, you
nerd.
used-
everybody on Earth is going to see
no,
Star
but
Wars.
here's the thing. I mean, we watched Star Wars in high school. A lot of people didn't. Like
Yeah.
we watched this show this movie from the 70s and 80s and like all fell in love with it and we're like arguably like nerdy kids about it. Like we played video games, we watched sci-fi. It's different now because Big Bang Theory is on television. Everyone's parents think that's what you are. If you're sitting at home, your parents think you're Sheldon. So enjoy that. But this
that
is the
sink
hell
in.
that we're living in. But yeah, now it's like Comic-Con culture and it's all fucking acceptable and that's fine, whatever. It's very popular. Star Wars is very popular and it's going to go be seen by everyone. But like the amount of advertising that it
I've
feels
never
so
seen
unnecessary.
anything like it.
What? But they must
Ever.
know something we don't.
I
that it
know.
must
I have
work.
an explanation for it.
What?
We live in hell. Life sucks. It's not getting better. It's going.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
But
no
I-
way. And let me remind you, I'm being a positive person from starting last week
I
moving
think
forward.
I'm taking what you're saying and I'm changing it a little bit from my own perspective.
Okay.
I think the media and companies and stuff are worse, but life is not getting worse.
No.
No, life
That's
is
true.
great.
All right. Fair enough.
Life's
But that's
great.
such a big part of our lives.
When your
that
life
might as well
is
It really
the
makes
internet.
Sequence Erase very, very
Poignant.
yeah, very poignant.
It's like a
Thank
work
you.
of art.
There
and
you go.
It is.
You should. You finally deserve that Pulitzer you won all those
be.
years
Yeah,
ago.
I finally earned it.
So
Before I didn't. Before I just kind of took it, but now I've earned it.
we have a lot of cool stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
and
say
we're
real
running
quick.
low, so we gotta hurry up.
Speaking of massive corporations, I want to say thank you to Kickapoo.
No, these guys are indie.
These guys are indie, to be fair.